What is going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo. Fall gaming season is in full swing. I got a monstrous package full of creatures that I'm here to share it with you today. This thing is really big, and we're going to dive in together because Skylanders Trap Team is just about to be released, and I've got a big box from Activision of all the goodies to share with you. So we'll start off. I mean, there's everything. There's figures, there are more figures, there are boss keys, and of course, there's the big starter set. And that is what we'll start off with today. This is the Trap Team starter set. You can see the two characters there with Epic Glare, a portal, a place for the key, and then two keys themselves. These keys house bosses, and when I played this game at E3, I thought it was possibly the coolest innovation in Skylanders, more so than the Swap Force switching mechanic, because it reminded me so much of playing Pokemon as a kid and wanting to capture guys in actual Pokeballs and take them with me for battle. Well, these keys allow you to capture bosses and then use them in battle on your side, which I think is like a brilliant idea. And if I was 12 years old, I would be begging my parents to take me to the store and buy all the keys. We're gonna open this up. Where does it open? Probably. Which way, USA? Is there not an open spot? Aha, at the back. Always looking for the sneaky open. Can I get this? Yes, we probably can. So I got the PlayStation 4 version, next gen all the way. It's available for every console though, including like mobile tablet stuff. They have a pretty big presence there, which I think is quite interesting. So we'll pull this bad boy out. On the back, you can see a list of all the new Skylanders. Yes, and there's even some question marks. So those must be guys that are unreleased yet, that will eventually get released. And you can see some of the bosses back here as well, which is pretty sweet. So we'll start off with the new portal. This here, it is different, and they require you to have a new one to place the keys in their special key slot. So you'll see here, the portal is see-through. It kind of feels like a dream catcher mixed with a magnifying glass. I'm like, hello, can you see me? I can barely see you because it's all stained glass, icy. But you do have this new spot where the boss is in the cage, you put the key in, and then this will make noise actually. Or maybe it's the key that makes noise. Maybe it's the portal. I think it's the portal. The portal definitely makes noise. You can see there's a little speaker down there, and that will let the boss kind of talk to you and kind of chide you for capturing him. So these are the keys. Each one represents a different element, and then the key goes in there. That is your boss, and he is ready to go. So that is how the whole game is set up. And then, of course, we have the characters themselves. We've got this guy who is stuck in here very well. A little tiny broccoli boy. You can see him nice and up close. Say hello to this monstrosity. He's holding a tomato. His head is all spiky. And if I look at my trusty Skylanders guide, his name on the back, I would think it would be Broccoli Guy, but in fact it's not. His name is... Maybe these are all the bosses on the back. I think these are all the bosses on the back and not the actual characters within my set. My set guy's name right here is... Yes, here he is. Food Fight. Okay, so that's interesting. So Food Fight is our dude, and then on the back, what you're seeing here as we reveal the case with the sweet box art. Let me show you that. It actually is really cool, showing the different bosses and guys. Can it please focus in for a fun Skylanders surprise? There you go, some classics, some new. And so then this thing on the back, actually, this special board, is showing you the bosses. And it makes sense because these keys could go in here, I guess, to kind of show you like which boss you had or which boss you wanted to get. Who do I like? I like Broccoli Guy. I like Chef Pepperjack. I like Pinata. I played him at E3. He was really awesome. Like a giant pinata. It reminded me of Viva Pinata, actually. We have another key here for a water elemental, all nice and blue. And then a bigger Skylander whose name is Snapshot. And I think he's a trap master. One of the dudes that can trap these bosses. Boom, he has some sweet weaponry on him right now. Shiny crystal wares, and he looks pretty fierce and ferocious. A dragon lizardoid creature, big tail, big gold armor, and crystal weaponry. Pretty darn sweet. So that is the starter kit that gives you your beginning team for battle and to begin to battle against the bosses and take them for your own. Now, I also have some other stuff in here. We'll dig into a few more Trap Masters. This one right here, his name is Wildfire. He's looking pretty darn ferocious. He's like a Lion King with a shield that's larger than my entire apartment. And we will open him up. He's an ultimate trapper. Bring in the heat. And we will dig in. How do you open these guys up? They have some pretty cool, like, big old packaging here, which I really like. Come out, come out. He's trapped in here. I guess that's part of the trap mastery, is that you have to unlock the trap master himself. Can we get him out? Do I need scissors? Do I need a... Ooh, that did not sound good as we rip this plastic, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to bust this guy out. Just watch your fingers and don't get plastic cuts. Come on, big guy. Ah, yanking him right out, making all sorts of crazy sounds. Here he is, a big old crystal shield and a ferocious metallic lion mane. Look at that. Got a big fireball in his hand, a fiery base. That guy might be my favorite. I just love the fact that he's all decked out in pure, beautiful gold. Sweet, we'll set him down here as part of our Skylander force. Next up, let's go with someone a little smaller. This is basically a flying baby Tyrannosaurus Rex named Chopper. He is pretty sweet, and he can use like his helicopter in the game, which is pretty fun. We'll open him up. Come out. These guys come out nice and easy. They got a little card that you can use. But what we care most about is the figure himself. They've gotten pretty crazy over the years, because this is now, what, the 4th year of Skylanders? So there's quite a lot of them now, quite a lot of variety, and they still keep them coming fresh with all sorts of dudes, sort of like the Pokemon epidemic. He has a big tongue, a helicopter. He's holding on to the helicopter, and then he's got his tiny Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. Very fun. He's about the size of Food Fight here. Food Fight actually might be a little smaller. Little tiny guy to match up with the Trap Masters. We'll swing things back to the Trap Master side. This guy right here. His name is Crypt King. I don't even know where his face is, but I'm assuming those 4 red dots. This guy's pretty awesome. He is the Death Element Trap Master. And it shows you on the side what he's compatible with. These Trap Masters, if we can get focus in here, come on. You can see are only compatible with the newest Trap team. But if you look at, wait, do they have it on the back of the other guys? Let's see. Oh, same with this guy. Okay, so this is for Dino Flyer, and you can see as well that he is only compatible. Where is it? The new, yeah, right there, compatible with Trap Team as well. So you want to make sure you look at that to see in terms of compatibility which guys you're getting for which game. Let's dig in. Come on. They don't want to come out of their traps. They're like anxious to trap guys, but at the same time, they don't want to release their own internal crack. We'll rip him off with the strength of a giant and pull out this Mastermind. Alright, he may not have gold and silver, but he definitely does, well, he does have gold actually, but I mean his whole body is not metallic, but he's looking pretty sweet. That sword is like something straight out of Cloud Strife's arsenal, Final Fantasy-esque blade here. I wish I could like remove it from his hand and use it as a fork, because it looks pretty darn deadly. So that is one big guy. They kind of went with this very like gold theme, it seems like, for these 2 big guys at least. Let's find another Trap Master and see if that is the case. But before we get to that, let's grab another. Actually, let's do some keys. I mean, I'm not going to open these, but I'll just show them to you. These are the boss keys. This is a Chaos Trap. This is an Air Trap. And this is what you will use to entrap your bosses for your own team. Stop focusing on my face and show them the traps. There you go. There you go, there you go. They do sell these in packs as well. You can see on the back there's Fire, Water, Attack, Magic, Life, Earth, Air, and Undead, which is pretty sweet, and these are obviously exclusive to the new game. So we have a bunch of keys. I've got one for every element, so within the game I can really get my boss mode on and take as much of their magic energy for myself as possible. It was really fun when I played the game in LA to like get the bosses, and then I would automatically switch to those guys because they were people you hadn't used throughout the level and you wanted to use them right away, and they typically had really sweet powers. Broccoli guy was Jake's favorite, and then the Pinata was my favorite. So we'll see how that, if we can actually get those guys in the game. Here we have a fiery princess. Her name is Torch, and she is obviously of the fire elemental. We'll open her up. She's not a Trap Master, but she could come in big handy in the game. A little, almost like steampunk elf here, with a big flamethrower and flames on her head. She hated the movie Frozen, and she went with fire instead. Look at that. She's pointing at you. I call you forth for another opening of a Trap Master. Let's get another big guy here. We've got, this guy is not following the gold-silver theme, but he is looking pretty crystalline and metallic. His name is Gusto, and he is an Air Trap Master that will have to pop out. I think the best way is to rip off the cardboard off the top and then open up their cage like that from the top. There we go. getting the hang of this, even if it sounds like an explosion every time I do. Alright, come out, you crazy creature. Another Trap Master here, and he is a big one. He's got a boomerang. Looks pretty darn deadly. Focus in on that, guys. Does he have flaps on his stomach? Some sort of wings or something going on there. I'll give you the 360 panorama of this dude. Gauntlets on his arms, tassels on his pants, and a big old boomerang. He's ready for the trap team dance. I like that guy a lot. We also have in here, let's see, more keys. This one is an earth trap. 2 more keys. We've got, what is this, fire and magic. Ooh. So you're limited to, like, you can only obviously capture like a fire boss and a fire trap. So when you go through the game, there will be certain guys you can or cannot get. Otherwise, you'll need more keys, which is a little bit sinister, but also kind of sweet, because then you could trade, like, I could see people, if I was in elementary school or middle school or high school maybe, I would trade these and then be like, hey, I've got this boss and this key, and give it to somebody else, and you could sort of swap not only the traps, but also the bosses. And then traps, so if you saw a boss you really liked in the game, you're like, hey, I really like Pinata, and I want him, do you have the correct key? Like, that seems like a brilliant way, almost as if you were trading like Ultra Balls and Master Balls and Pokeballs with people. So this is the closest we'll probably get to Pokemon in real life, which is a good thing. I have one last key, which is the Undead Trap. Big old undead circle, I guess. You go through the circle and you never come back. Seems sort of scary. This guy is probably my favorite of the bunch. His name's Funnybone, and you can see the drawing on the top is just adorable. Super cute undead dog. I like him a lot. We'll pop him out. I hope he's awesome. A lot of these guys are dog themed, which is kind of interesting. We've got, well, not really, 2 of them. This guy. But Funnybone has a, looks to me like a poisonous tail. You can see that green crystal there. He's just got a sweet texture, kind of reminds me of cookies and cream ice cream, you know what I'm saying? Get that feel, see that? Black speckles, white bones. Funnybone is ready to give everybody a little kiss. Give him a kiss the camera. Alright, you're not too old to kiss the camera. Mwah. Good work, guys. I appreciate that. So does he. We've got one more Trap Master for you today, which is Jawbreaker, and his fists are as big as my face. This guy looks like he belongs in the boxing arena or at Chuck E. Cheese or something, because he's got big old hands, and he opens up nice and simple. I like that about this guy. Maybe he'll turn out to be one of our favorites. He just pops right off. No ripping of plastic, no loud noise, just him added to our toys. And he has a very gear-based mechanical base, the big fists, and a pretty scary robotic face as he gets the panoramic treatment. We'll spin him around, and here he goes. I like him a lot. You like him? You like him? I like him. Pretty sweet. Alright, now, there is one more thing in here. This is Skylanders Minis. I have never seen these guys before. They're only compatible with the Trap Team, but this is pretty darn sweet. They're like little tiny guys, I guess. They look so cute. And one of them is a freaking baby Spyro. His name is Spry, and he's like a tiny version of Spyro. But look how small they are. Look how tiny this guy is. It's like baby version of Spyro. That's freaking adorable. If you're not falling in love with this little dragon, I don't know who you are, but look at that guy prancing about. Tiny. Probably has a nasty bite, but he's pretty small and cute. And then we also have Mini Genie here. Small version, kind of looks like Stealth Elf, actually. And the freaking tiniest torso they ever have seen. And then her hair flip, her ponytail, and her pink gloves. She's ready for action. So that is an incredible assortment of guys. I think that is all of them. Did I miss anybody? There's so many boxes here. It's gonna take me like half an hour to clean up. I think we got everybody. I think that's it. Doom to Doom. Oh, okay. We've got some beautiful artwork here of the bosses and of some of the characters. Our favorite guy, the Ship Flyer, as we remember him from past games. So I've got a lot of sweet stuff here. All these Trap Masters, all of these traps themselves to capture the bosses, more and more minis, skeleton dogs, keys aplenty, and the beautiful new crystalline Dreamcatcher magnifying glass portal. So we're ready for action, and I will bring you guys there with gameplay. If it's not up already, it will be soon. I'll put a link as soon as it is. You can go check that out and see how Skylanders Trap Team does it and how the series fares this year. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your favorite Skylander that you saw in this video in the comments down below. Write it now. Maybe it was Jawbreaker. Maybe it was Funny Bone. Maybe it was Food Fight from the starter set. I think my favorite, if I look over everybody, I like the minis a lot and I like Funny Bone, but I think my ultimate favorite is probably Wildfire here. The big ferocious lion. Give you one more good look at him as he says hello. Welcome to the arena, dude. Your shield knocks back every attack. So we've got a huge assortment of Skylanders to take into battle. I hope to see you there. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and all the crazy creatures we opened up. Don't forget to let me know your favorite in the comments below. Until next time, guys, it was a fantastic day. Thanks again for watching. Drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all later.